All right, we are into the quarterfinals of the middleweight division. We have Ronaldo Jr. versus Tainan Dalpra. Going to be going with Tommy Langenker. The winner of this match will be going with Tommy Langenker in the semifinals in a little while. So big match here. Two action-packed athletes. Obviously, we know Ronaldo is the human highlight reel. And Tainan just looking so dominant this entire tournament. Calculated, decisive wins, and just, I would say, a lack of making mistakes, a lack of error, right? So a double collar grip here for Tainan. He'll pull straight into the guard here. Both feet on the hips. A little bit of elevation there. And in on a single leg here in a nice sit-up guard. He has the sleeve of Ronaldo pass through.
Oh, it's the sleeve.
Yeah. Or no, I think it is the lapel, I'm sorry.
Hard to see. I think it's the lapel, yeah. It looks like actually Ronaldo is holding the leg, Tainan's leg, off the floor.
Really smart move by Ronaldo here because it doesn't allow Tainan to come up on his shin to start to finish that single or even to spin underneath if that were the goal here. But he does extend the leg and come up.
Beautiful use, kicking out the leg and puts Ronaldo down. Ronaldo fighting hard. Not to concede the sweep, but Tainan now is going to put on the pressure.
That was a very hard fought two. It almost wasn't a two. And Ronaldo back up to the feet, opts to stand right back up instead of playing guard. Not surprised seeing Tainan's passing pressure either.
These guys are fired up. Oh, I love it.
That was such a smart use. Instead of trying to come up to his left shin for the sweep while Ronaldo had his pant grip, he kicked out the far thigh. Super smart to be able to get the extension to come up that he needed.
I wonder if we'll see, yes, I was going to say, I wonder if we'll see Tainan pull again, and he did right on cue.
I think he's going to go back to a little bit of a sit-up guard here. Or no, he opts to play. He has the belt here that he passes through into the sit-up guard, so same position.
Sequence, yep.
Left foot on the thigh again, just as he had before.
And once again, it looks like, yep, Ronaldo Jr. was holding that leg up, but the moment he let it go, this time, that sweep was a lot easier.
Incredible. He was so tight with the grip. He never really lost contact the way he did on the first one. Just sat him right down for a very clean two. 4-point lead and only 2.5 minutes into the match is very significant for Tainan.
Still holding on to that belt between the legs, controlling the hips of Ronaldo Jr. and now putting that pressure on going forward. Ronaldo Jr. has almost like a reverse spider inside the jacket. Rather than the foot in the biceps, he's got the foot in the jacket. So that's gonna help keep Tainan, maintain the distance and keep him away, because Tainan is so good at closing the distance and getting tight to his opponents and really putting on the pressure pass. This AOJ black belt, trained by the Mendez brothers since he was a teenager. He picked up some good tricks from Coach Guy Mendez about how to put pressure on while passing, and I think Ronaldo knows, man, I need to keep him away from me.
Oh, absolutely. I think that's why he came up after the first sweep. He opted to come back to the feet and not play on bottom. But now we see here he has his right foot in the lapel of Tainan, kind of like a pseudo spider guard. But interestingly enough, Tainan's left arm is still underneath.
Oh, look at that. So Ronaldo uses it to spin
leg
underneath.
Entry.
Now this is where Ronaldo Jr. injured his leg in their match at the Pans in September. Now, Ronaldo has been out of action since September. He injured his knee badly in the match against Tainan there. And this is a position that very much reminiscent of that.
Yeah, so in that fight, Ronaldo was not able to continue. So Tainan won that match, but unfortunately, he was due to injury. So now this is kind of a rematch I've been waiting to see what happens with both two healthy athletes. Hopefully no injuries here. And Tainan kind of making his way to the back, controlling the foot with his right hand, and now switching to the pant grip. We'll see if he'll be able to bring his left knee inside, which is what he's going to need to if he's looking for the back.
Just a reminder of how these athletes got here in this middleweight division. Tainan Dalpra scored a submission win against Jefferson Guarezi of Unity yesterday. And Ronaldo Jr. scored a points win over Gutierrez Barboza of Carlton Gracie in his opening round match. This is the number 3 seed and the number 5 seed, Kendall. This was a very difficult corner of the bracket with some real, they call them landmines, the kind of guys that you really don't want to step on in a bracket you want to meet.
Yeah, I mean, even Gutierrez Barboza had some amazing matches yesterday. His match with Ronaldo was very, very close. So Tainan will come back up on top to return the score, and we'll have a 6-2 lead for Tainan with just about halfway left in the match, 5 minutes.
Just a reminder, the winner of this match will go on to face Tommy Langacker of Novo União in the middleweight semi-final.
Who just had an incredible triangle with Jaime Canuto in 2 minutes. Absolutely incredible. Back to the pant grip, Tainan again.
Oh, look at this. Nice work there, using the legs, but
Ronaldo back up.
You're not able to hold Ronaldo down long enough to score. Man, Ronaldo, when he wants to get up and away, sometimes he's so hard to hold. I mean, he'll literally kick his opponents off and get up. And I think sometimes you need that. You need a little bit of hustle to just get up and out. And we often see people overly rely, let's say, on technical counters to certain positions, when sometimes you just need to say, nuh-uh, I'm just going to stand up.
Yeah, absolutely. And when you can combine both, you get really dangerous athletes, and that's an example of Ronaldo. You know, very technical, but also got a lot of hustle and always ready to get up and go. And it was interesting because Tainan actually had the top position, so he didn't need to score there. So it was kind of became clear that Ronaldo really just wanted to come back to the feet. He wasn't even avoiding points. He just wanted to come back up, and he pulled nicely to close guard now, which is a much better position than where we've seen him before on the bottom. Nice head control here with the choke.
Don't often see Ronaldo Jr. playing this close guard position like this.
No, but I like that deep collar grip with the left hand. That's a good option, but he opts to go back to double sleeves.
Ronaldo Jr.'s open guard actually is something that I think people maybe sleep on, because he's such an aggressive top game player. He's so good with his open guard, with his guard passing, that people maybe forget that he has these very unorthodox, very unusual kind of spider guard entries. You can see him using the lapel there, the heel, and again, as I said, it's sort of a great way of maintaining the control of the distance. But look at the way that Tainan just inches closer, and then a little shuck off of the legs, and he's just constantly driving forward. Look at the posture. He's always driving forward. And now
makes his way
around the legs.
Beautiful position here. Might open up the turtle position, but Ronaldo doing a good job of continuing to open his left knee.
Scoots his hips back and manages to get the lasso in between the legs, it seems, but
not out of danger. Wow, beautiful recovery from Ronaldo. That was very impressive.
Man, he was in a bad spot.
It was either going to be a side controller or was going to be attacking the turtle, but he was able to, instead of turtle, insist on hip escaping back in, bringing his knee inside. And now with an interesting lasso on the left side that reaches all the way to that collar or that lapel control on the right side. So kind of able to double up with his pressure with his right foot, reinforce that with the left.
Tainan's base is so good. Look at the way that even when Ronaldo is trying to unbalance him and trying to throw him around using that spider guard, the Tainan just stays so heavy the whole time, and he floats a little, but he never gets thrown.
He floats low to the ground, I would say.
He does, yeah.
Floats low to the ground. He does a really beautiful job of using his knee to put pressure on the cross hamstring typically. So he'll go either same side hamstring or cross hamstring with the knee, but now we do see Ronaldo come up on top. He's going to score 2 here and kind of close that gap to a 6-4 lead for Tainan.
Single leg X for Tainan. Dalpra on bottom.
Nice back step or a little bit of a step out for Ronaldo. But into 50-50 now here, or not quite. It looked like we were going that way. But now more of a X-style guard.
Ankle lock attempt there for Ronaldo Jr. Going on a straight ankle. Tainan looks unfazed.
Yeah, and we have to keep in mind, too, that if he does end up scoring another 2 points, Ronaldo, then he is up on the advantage. Going to reset them in the center, same grips. It will be hard for Ronaldo to score 2 points at this point in the match with Tainan being on bottom, and now they're resetting in 50-50. I wouldn't be surprised if Tainan was aiming to hold on for this last 70 seconds or so with his 2-point lead. But Ronaldo is a hard person to hold on to, so we can't be surprised if he's ripping out of that 50-50 quickly. It's probably what he's going to look to do. Nice pant grip by Tainan with the left hand. And again, that extension with the left foot. And a come up again on the single. Needs to keep him moving.
Runs the pipe. Simple mat return. Although Ronaldo doesn't quite accept it this time. Not so easily.
Needs to keep the weight on Ronaldo's right foot, so he needs to keep him moving and hopping on that right leg.
Oh, nice use of the foot to kick out the supporting leg.
Wow.
And drives through with a double to finish. Another 2 points on the board. Just over 30 seconds remaining. And who would have thought, Kendall, that Tainan... Oh, look at this, though. Ronaldo's going high on the omoplata. He's got 20 seconds or so to finish this. But Tainan, head is out, arm is out. And into this crucifix right here at the end of the match. 10 seconds or so remaining. Ronaldo tries to roll out, but no score for Ronaldo Jr. as the clock runs down. Wow, amazing dramatic scenes there in the finish, but Tainan Dalpra, man, so good with the use of that single leg attack from the guard position in coming up and putting Ronaldo back down. Really, really impressive stuff.
Wow, amazing work. So we will see Tainan Dalpra versus Tommy Lankiker in the semifinals of the middleweight division. And we have yet to set the semifinals on the other side of the middleweight division, but we're looking at quarterfinals between Isaki Bayans and Jackson Nagai, as well as Genesis Gracie and Leonardo Lara. Incredible win here by Tainan. Very, very dominant. Used the same sweep 3 times, almost identical. Pretty hard to do on very high-level people, so that's a statement in itself. See some nice highlights here. That sweep, that was the first one. Almost we didn't get, but once he put him down, he then finished the second one even cleaner than the first. Here's that second one, quick put down. There's that third takedown here. They turn into a double. He drives all the way through. Incredible finish by Tainan Dalpra.